Now, I don't know what accounting software you use to manage the finances of your freight broker business, or if you even use a software. But what I do know is this. For me, I wouldn't be able to manage my freight broker business efficiently without QuickBooks. Now, I'm not saying that QuickBooks is the best accounting system in the land of financial accounting systems, but what I am saying is this. Once I picked up QuickBooks, I had no need, no desire to look any further for another accounting system because QuickBooks handled all of my needs. And more importantly, it's very easy to use and navigate. So what I'm going to do is let's hop over into my computer and I'm going to log into my QuickBooks software and I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of exactly how it works. So come on inside and let's get down into the business.
Okay, so we're now in my QuickBooks. I wanted to jump inside of it to give you some idea of how it works. Now, I'm not going to put you too far into my business, but I am going to navigate this system, go through it, show you some of its capabilities so you can have some idea of how QuickBooks works. I really like QuickBooks. I think it's probably one of the best systems out there. You hear a lot about QuickBooks, you see a lot of ads about QuickBooks, but it certainly lives up to its name. It's definitely quick, and I'll show you how quick it is. It's also a very easy to use system. This is not going to take a rocket scientist to try to figure out how it works. It's not that complicated at all. I'll show you that as we start to go through some of the tabs. So let's just look over here on the left-hand side. You'll see some different tabs: dashboard, banking, sales, cash flow, and the like. When we click on business overview, this is going to give us an overview, a picture of our finances, exactly what's happening in the business. As you can see, it says the profit and loss, the expenses, the invoices, the sales, gives you a picture of what's going on there. So there are no surprises when you're keeping an eye on your QuickBooks, when you're in tune with what is happening with your finances. Over here, this is your bank accounts. As you can see, these are the different accounts that I have, and you'll see it says 1 to review, 1 to review, and down here it says 3 to review. Now, if I click update, once I go into these accounts, it'll update it, refresh it, and pull any new information into this system so that we can account for it. But let's go into the account. Now, if we go into banking here, it's going to take us the same place that this would. So I'm just going to click on one of the accounts here to show you how it works. So let's click on business checking. And we go into business checking. What we're looking for is the one transaction that we have out there that we need to account for, because we see that one here. So as we can see, it comes down and shows us that the IRS was paid on yesterday. We want to add this to QuickBooks to make sure that we're accounting for it. So we would click on it here, take a look at it. It says IRS, and as you can see, this is already auto-populated payroll liabilities. And the reason why it's auto-populated is because my CPA goes in and he's already set this up. So it says spent $1,118.60. And as you can see, it's already down here. It says payroll liabilities for the category. So we are all set there. So all we have to do now is click add. That's one of the reasons why they call it QuickBooks, because it's very efficient, does not take a long time at all, and you have your money accounted for and you're on to your core responsibilities. Because see, you don't have time all day to deal with accounting stuff because you have freight to move. So you have to be on top of those type of things. So let's go into sales now and see what that looks like. This is a picture of your sales. It's going to give your income over time. You can select to take a look at it for the last month, or you can look at it, as you can see here. Let me see, where is the drop down that lets us look at it? It says this week, this month, last month, this quarter, last quarter. You can look at it however you want. The bottom line is, what I like to always do is to compare the months. If I had X amount of dollars that we made last month up until this time period, then I'm going to be tracking those two numbers to see if I'm on track, if I'm falling behind last month's numbers, if I'm a little bit ahead. It keeps me in the know when it comes down to my business. You can keep your finger on the pulse of your business when you have something like QuickBooks. QuickBooks to me is the way that you want to go. As you can see here, you can click into all sales, invoices, payment links, customers. Now let's take a look at cash flow. Cash flow is always important. If our cash flow is healthy, then our business is healthy more than likely. So now we can look at our cash flow here, make sure that everything is on glide path, on course. You can see now it says the projected balance. This is September 17th, and it gives you a balance projection here. And it just captures your overall financial picture. All of your finances will be right here on this page, all of the accounts that you have. Now let's look at your expenses. This is also something that you're going to want to keep track of because it's always important to know what it is that you're spending. QuickBooks gives you all of that right here, lets you know exactly what it is that you're spending your money on and how much money you're spending. Payroll, if you have payroll, you are going to want to run that through QuickBooks, or you can have your CPA manage your payroll. My CPA manages my payroll. That's a little bit too much going on for me. I don't want that responsibility, so I hand that off to my CPA. Let's click into reports, and definitely QuickBooks does not leave you with a shortage of reports. These reports are definitely going to keep you on track. Balance sheet comparison, balance sheet detail, balance sheet summary, profit and loss detail, profit and loss year-to-date comparison, profit and loss by customer, profit and loss by month. It is hard to get off track when you're using QuickBooks. As long as you're using it and you're taking a look at your data, then you have something that you can compare and measure, and it keeps you on track. You know exactly where it is you are as far as your finances in your business. Let's take a look down here. It says who owes you, and then it gives you all the reports that fall under who owes you. When you look at sales and customers, they're going to give you the reports that are going to cover your sales, your customers, what you owe. If you owe anybody, it's going to show you those reports that are associated with who you owe. Expenses and vendors also, employees. And I really like the for my accountant reports, the balance sheets, the general ledger, the journal, profit and loss comparison. And one of the important things to note, you can give them access to this system right here by clicking on my accountant and then setting him up or her up in your system. So when they need to go into your system, whether it be for payroll, whether it be for some type of maintenance issue, they don't have to contact you in order to do that.
So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Certainly hope this information has been helpful. You want to learn more about the freight broker business? I'll leave a free link in the description. It's my 5-video series titled How the Load Movement Process Works. Just click that link. It'll take you to the website, and then there'll be a drop down and you can sign up for the 5-video series. Also, if you want to learn more about what to say to customers, I'll leave a free link right here. So until the next time, I wish you the very best in your life and business. See you at the top, because the bottom is much too crowded.